Some people seem destined for greatness, but what if that destiny isn't handed to them? It's earned? Beneath the surface of everyday life lies a hidden journey, a series of secret spiritual trials that only a few are strong enough to endure. These aren't the kind of tests you can see coming. They break you open, strip away your illusions, and demand every ounce of courage and faith you can muster. Yet, they're the very path that separates the chosen from the ordinary. Are you ready to uncover the truth behind these trials and see if you have what it takes to rise above life's toughest challenges? Because once you understand what's really shaping you, you'll realize these tests are the key to unlocking your purpose and stepping into the life you're meant to lead. The concept of the chosen ones isn't some fairy tale bestowed upon a lucky few. It's forged in the fire of life's most grueling spiritual tests. These aren't tests you can study for, like acing a math quiz. They're unpredictable, deeply personal, and often invisible to others. Think about those sleepless nights when your mind wrestled with the purpose of your pain. Those were the real classrooms. To pass, you need to endure, reflect, and grow, turning those hardships into stepping stones for transformation. Imagine a person losing everything they once defined themselves by: relationships, jobs, or even health. These aren't punishments. They're invitations to shed old identities and uncover who they truly are. Take someone like Maya, who faced bankruptcy and heartbreak, yet emerged as a mentor for others finding their footing. When life shakes your foundation, it's not to destroy you, but to rebuild you stronger, like turning rough coal into a diamond. Are you willing to embrace the pressure? What makes the chosen stand apart is their ability to embrace these trials, even when they feel unfair or isolating. It's not about perfection or constant optimism. It's about perseverance. The path of the chosen is a commitment to constant evolution, even when it feels like the universe is conspiring against you. And as one trial ends, another emerges, demanding an even deeper level of truth and self-awareness. The test of truth isn't about what you've been told by others. It's about stripping away every mask you've worn and asking, who am I really? This isn't a surface-level question. It demands you to dig into your core beliefs, motives, and fears. Think about how often people live by titles like successful or good parent, only to feel hollow inside. This test shatters illusions, making you confront the raw, unfiltered version of yourself. And let's be honest, that's not always pretty. Take Ravi, for instance. He climbed the corporate ladder, earned the six-figure paycheck, yet felt like a fraud every time he stared at his reflection. His breakthrough came when he admitted to himself that his career didn't align with his soul's calling. Maybe for you, it's admitting that a relationship, job, or even a belief you've clung to no longer serves you. The courage to admit that truth, no matter how messy, is what starts the transformation. This test is relentless because truth demands sacrifice. It may cost you friendships that were built on convenience rather than connection, or force you to walk away from comforts that keep you stagnant. But as you align more closely with your authentic self, the rewards outweigh the losses. And just when you think you've uncovered all the layers, the next test sneaks in, one that requires a deeper silence and a willingness to embrace solitude. The test of isolation isn't just about being alone. It's about finding peace in that solitude. Think about how often people surround themselves with noise, social media, endless conversations, or even mindless distractions, just to avoid being alone with their thoughts. This test strips all of that away, leaving you face to face with your own mind. It's in this silence that you begin to hear your inner voice, the one that whispers the truths you've been avoiding. Picture Sarah, a single mom who, after years of nonstop hustle, found herself unexpectedly laid off. At first, the quiet was unbearable. She didn't know who she was without the constant grind. But in those long, silent days, she started journaling, meditating, and listening to her instincts. That stillness revealed new ideas, including a passion for holistic wellness that she buried under daily obligations. Isolation can feel cruel, but it's where clarity is born. This test forces you to stop looking outward for validation and instead turn inward for strength. It teaches you that being alone doesn't mean being lonely. In fact, some of the most profound spiritual awakenings happen when the world feels farthest away. And as you grow more comfortable in your solitude, you're better prepared for the next challenge. Learning how to let go of the things you once clung to for security. Letting go is one of the hardest spiritual tests, and it doesn't come with a manual. It's the process of loosening your grip on people, situations, or outcomes that no longer align with your journey. Think about it. How often do we hold on to things out of fear rather than love? This test demands trust in life's flow, even when it feels like you're losing control. But what if letting go isn't losing at all? What if it's gaining freedom? Imagine Mark, who spent years clinging to a toxic relationship because he believed he could fix the other person. It wasn't until he walked away that he realized the peace he'd been chasing couldn't exist until he let go. Maybe for you, it's a job you've outgrown, a dream that no longer fits, or even an outdated belief about yourself. Letting go feels like a free fall, but that's where faith catches you. The beauty of this test is what happens after you release. When you let go of what's weighing you down, you make space for what's meant for you. It's like cleaning out a cluttered room. At first, the emptiness feels strange, but soon it fills with light and possibility. And just as you begin to feel lighter, you're faced with a deeper challenge. The stormy, transformative phase known as the dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul is a spiritual crossroads where everything you thought you knew collapses. It's not just a bad day or a tough week. It's a period of profound inner turmoil that shakes your very foundation. During this time, beliefs that once brought comfort start to feel empty. It's as if life pulls the rug out from under you, leaving you in free fall. But this isn't punishment. It's a dismantling that prepares you for transformation. Take Elena, who spent years building a business only to watch it crumble overnight. She questioned everything: her purpose, her faith, even her identity. Yet, in the void, she found a deeper calling she never would have noticed amid her busy life. The dark night pushes you to look beyond surface-level goals and find the truths buried in your soul. It's messy, yes, but it's also the birthplace of genuine awakening. This phase strips you bare, leaving nothing but your raw, unfiltered self. It's uncomfortable, even excruciating, but it forces you to rebuild from a place of authenticity. And just when you think you can't take any more, you start to see the faintest glimmer of light. That light is faith, beckoning you to trust in a greater plan even when the road ahead is still unclear. Faith isn't just believing when things are easy. It's holding on when everything feels like it's falling apart. The test of faith pushes you to trust in forces you can't see and outcomes you can't predict. It's like walking through a foggy forest, unsure of where the path leads, but moving forward anyway because something deep within whispers, "Keep going." This is where your resilience is forged. Consider Daniel, who faced a health scare that turned his world upside down. Instead of succumbing to despair, he chose to believe in his body's ability to heal and the wisdom of the universe guiding his recovery. His faith didn't just carry him through, it transformed his perspective on life. For you, this test might look like trusting a decision that feels right in your gut, even when logic screams otherwise. Faith often defies logic. This test teaches you to surrender your need for certainty and lean into the unknown. It's not blind optimism, but a deep-rooted confidence that life is working in your favor, even when you can't see it yet. And just when you think you've mastered faith, the next trial arrives. One that asks you to fully relinquish control and trust in life's greater intelligence. The test of surrender asks you to let go of control, not just of your circumstances, but of your very need to control them. It's a leap of trust, a step back to let life take the lead. Think about how often we exhaust ourselves trying to force outcomes or hold on to things that no longer fit. This test challenges you to release the steering wheel and let the universe guide you, even if the destination is unclear. Take Mia, who spent years meticulously planning every aspect of her life, only to be derailed by an unexpected career shift. At first, she resisted, fighting to reclaim control, but the moment she surrendered to the flow, she discovered new opportunities that aligned perfectly with her true purpose. For you, surrender might look like accepting a situation you can't change or trusting that delays and detours are part of the journey. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means aligning with life's rhythm rather than resisting it. It's about trusting that the currents will carry you to where you're meant to be, even if you can't see the shore yet. And as you surrender, something incredible begins to unfold. A deep awakening that reveals life's interconnectedness and your place within it. Awakening is not a finish line. It's a doorway to a deeper understanding of life's interconnectedness. This test doesn't just open your eyes. It transforms how you see everything, from the smallest detail to the grandest cosmic truths. Suddenly, synchronicities feel like divine nudges, and even challenges carry hidden lessons. It's as if the universe whispers, "Now you see why it all had to happen." Think of Noah, who once viewed his struggles as random misfortunes. After his awakening, he began to see them as stepping stones, each one perfectly placed to lead him to his purpose. Maybe you felt déjà vu or noticed patterns in your life that seemed too precise to be coincidence. Awakening teaches you to trust those signs and embrace the flow of life. It's not about figuring everything out. It's about seeing the magic in what's already there. This test invites you to live from a place of purpose, alignment, and gratitude. It's not that challenges disappear. It's that you face them with a newfound clarity and strength. Awakening isn't an end. It's a beginning, a call to keep evolving and deepening your connection to the universe. And as you step into this higher awareness, you're reminded of the trials that shaped you, each one preparing you for this very moment. You've just explored the 7 hidden trials that shape the chosen ones. But the real question is, what will you do with this knowledge? These spiritual tests aren't just stories, they're calls to action. Are you ready to face your own trials head-on, to let go, to trust, to surrender, and ultimately awaken to your true potential? Remember, growth comes from embracing the challenges that most people run from. So, take a moment to reflect. Which of these tests are you facing right now? How will you choose to rise? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your journey. And if you're ready to keep discovering the secrets to spiritual transformation, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your path to awakening is just beginning, and we're here to walk it with you.